Hi, my name is John Whitehead. I'm a leadership coach, and welcome to this week's video blog post, my continuing series of the 20 habits that keep you from the top. And this week we're looking at number 11, which is claiming credit that we don't deserve. Claiming credit that we don't deserve. And again, these are my interpretations from Marshall's work in his book, What Got You Here Won't Get You There. And I think that that's an important thing to think about is, we read a lot of leadership books. We read a lot of self-improvement books. And they will give you suggestions, ideas, formats, theories, processes. And in fact, I myself in this series have been giving you some ideas and processes to use. But where it really hits the road is when you really take a deep look at yourself and you say, what am I doing here? Is this something that I'm doing? Because when we think about this, taking credit, I am sure we all know people that have taken credit for something you did. Whether you came up with an idea, you told your boss, and your boss took it up the line and took credit for it. Didn't come back to you and say, thanks for that idea, it's worked out really well. The next time you turn around, you see your idea being used and somebody else is getting the credit for it. Or something was said and you hear it being repeated, but the credit isn't being given back to you. How did that make you feel? How did that make it feel? And so what tends to happen is that we experience those things, and so we then think it's legitimate and we use them ourselves. So now we're in a position where we get an idea and we pass it on and we take credit for it, forgetting about the person or where we got the ideas from. And it's really important to share those ideas, but it's equally important to give credit from where those ideas came from. So if you really think about some ideas that you've got, you've probably formulated from lots of different ideas, right? This series that I'm doing right now, I get the ideas and from some of the thoughts from Marshall, but I want to make sure that I'm giving him all the credit. And Marshall, by the way, on the other hand, will say, no, take the credit, take it, go with it. And so one of the things that I'm trying to do is take my own spin on this. So here's an exercise I give my clients is at the end of the day, I ask them to reflect on the day, and I ask them to think back on conversations they had, actions they took, based on a particular area that they're trying to change or a behavior they're trying to shift. So just stop and just think about the previous day and think, did something happen? Did I do something? Did I take an action where it came from somebody else's idea? And did I give that person credit for it? And if you didn't, how about sending me a little email right now and saying, hey, I want to thank you for an idea that I got from talking to you, and this is how I used it. Giving credit for those people. Because over time, you do that enough times, you'll get caught out. People will realize you're doing that. And that also is what will keep you from the top. That is one of the things that will keep you growing. Maybe you have some mini successes along the way, but in the long haul, it won't help at all. So that's my blog post for this week. Thank you very much. Feel free to make any comments, suggestions at the bottom, at the end of this post, and I look forward to talking to you again soon. Take care.